After smoking for 10 years, I genuinely think quitting is impossible. I was afraid from cravings, mental struggles, and so many more things like that. The only thought I had in my mind is, I need to have willpower. But if you really observe what cigarette is and how we become hooked, it's not just about willpower. It's about the questions that why I started in the first place or why I want to stop now. What changed? Wasn't I living a good life? And so many more things we're gonna ask in this video too right now. You're gonna end up quit smoking without having any struggle. So let me share the exact truth what I realized with the cigarettes so you could just like quit like a child's play. So of course, the overwhelming truth. I got my notes here, so we're gonna start. It literally felt impossible in this 10-year time. I started because I want to suppress stress, being totally honest. But there's so many evidences it didn't suppress stress. So I became a weird looking guy. My skin is already dark. I'm brown as you can see, but imagine much more darker skin I had. And on the picture, you're gonna see an image of me where I was smoking 9 years at a time. It was looking really disgusting. My posture was bad. I was like literally unmotivated in my life. And sometimes even I think about killing myself because I didn't want to live with smoking. But at the same time, I want to quit, but I don't know what to do. So that's why I'm encouraging you to quit in 30 days with me. I already said 5 people, and you gotta be the sixth. Check the link in the description. And once we continue with that, I had a couple of quit examples or quit trials, let's say. But at that time, I failed horrendously because I was trying cold turkey. I was doing a bunch of methods, but I got nothing but failure in my hands. And I failed horrendously for 6 times or something, almost about to cry as a man, which I never shed a tear until these ages in my life. Yeah, I tried so many more things, but that was the day where I realized willpower is completely useless. Then I started to search for the different methods in my life. I really started to think about, okay, what is really cigarettes? Then I come up with these things. I'm gonna make a drawing here so you could understand much more better. This is us, right? Nothing special, you or me. And around this dude, there's like arrows that creates flywheels, and flywheels continue until they establish a cycle. And this is T. T means trigger. This is B. B means behavior. This is R. And R stands for reward. To get into a certain habit, we must have a trigger first. And trigger could be anything. For me, if back then it was stress. When I got stressed, I kind of associated stress with smoking. But really pay attention to associate. I'm actually gonna write here. Associate. Right? Simple. So if this association didn't happen, you could get stressed. People get stressed all the time, but weirdly they don't smoke, right? But since we did that, it kind of starts a cycle unknown. It kind of starts a cycle for no reason, actually. Then we get triggered. Then you start to have the thoughts of cigarettes. You start to think in this small bubble. And you kind of like, oh, I need to smoke because I'm stressed. And usually your subconscious thinks like in stress times we smoke. But your conscious side of it, I want to get rid of this thing. It's bad, it's painful, and I know it's painful. I've been there. So you kind of carry this thing into behavior. And behavior is not an instant light and cigarette moment. Behavior is like thinking about grabbing the lighter and actually playing it, put it into action, put it into words in action or thoughts in action. Think it like that. And most of the time, once you come up to this stage, it's like hard to turn back. It's really hard to turn back. So you eventually light the cigarette, this goddamn thing becomes in your mouth, and you get the reward for what? 10 seconds, You're actually going to become relaxed. I'm not lying into that. But maybe 10, or if you're really lucky, for 30 seconds. If you're really lucky with speaking. And if you're the lucky ones, great. But even after just 30 seconds, everything's going to be poof, bye bye. And you're going to be much more stressed. Right now, you're actually having such anger and such panic and such chronic stress, whatever you want to call in your body, you don't know what to do. That's why I'm kind of preaching this mentorship to you, because I already saved 5 people from this darkness, including myself, and you're going to be the 6th. Just check in the link in the description. Your life's going to change in 30 days. So, and to break this cycle, we have to do one simple thing. Completely eradicate the cycle. So what we're kind of getting wrong, when we're quitting smoking, let me just sit here. When we're quitting smoking, all of us kind of focus on the things which doesn't matter. What do I mean by that? We kind of quit something, right? And we focus on the thing which we quit, which kind of brings the thing into our lives for no reason. I mean, think about this for a second. The things I'm saying so abstract, you have to make it concrete. I make a drawing, right, recently. Okay. I dropped a pencil. And still in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I dropped a pencil. I shouldn't take it back. What I'm going to do if something arises. I kind of make it special in a weird way. So I couldn't help myself to pick this pencil again and start to play. And once I stop that and the desire to play with pencil is gone, I'm going to think like, oh, like I'm going to feel fulfilled a little bit at the first sight. And if I don't make the trigger again, don't establish a cycle again with the association, everything's fine. You know, probably you read Ellen Carr, so I'm going to say, why Ellen Carr wants you to smoke for a whole time, then lets you smoke your last cigarette? Because it kind of kills the last desire you got in your body. It's a psychological hack. If you're addicted to anything in life, or if you want to get rid of anything in life, do it on extremes. And don't get me wrong, no one's going to say smoke 2 packs a day. But even that's an extreme, that if you're going to quit something, then you consume it before quitting. That kind of sounds interesting, like weird. But that's what he's trying to achieve, or even I'm trying to achieve. By doing that, you kind of made cigarettes a mundane thing. It's just a normal thing, ordinary. It's just a stick of tobacco, nothing serious. And it kills the association. So if you kill the association, who gives a, I was about to swear, who gives a damn about cycle, right? It's not going to activate anyway. That's how you become a free as a bird guy. That's how I saved 5 people in this journey. And that's how people like Ellen Carr and so many more people actually help people, actually save people from tobacco's industry's hands. Because you know what? There's like, while I'm having this discussion with you, billions of cigarettes produced and ready to sell. Billions of discussions held about cigarettes, and they're much more addictive. Maybe you don't watch this, but CEO Philip Morris even says that if you're going to ban the cigarettes, non-cigarette future, for what? Because they kind of know a secret that they fuck the whole society up. I'm sorry to say, I'm going to swear now. They fucked the whole society up. And right now we're in this situation. There's 1 billion smoker in this world out of 8 billion. People constantly dying from this. And the only thing people get is sadness, not even enjoyment. But for some reason, these people like CEO of the Philip Morris, I said, you can make a research on that, could make talks like that, and they brainwash the whole society. And there's addiction gurus at the same time who's looking like they're trying to help, but at the same time they're not. They just want to sell nicotine gums so they can milk money out of you. And at the same time, there's other smokers who wants to keep you in this trap because they're insecure, as I was about to swear. They're insecure. Do you know what you're fighting against for? You're just alone against an army. That's why I'm doing this mentorship again and again and again, because nothing will solve the problem until we break this cycle. They could send any forces. Doesn't matter. So now you know the truth, what I realized in 10 years. And if you want to quit smoking in 30 days or less, better check the link in the description. There's a mentorship for you. And I already say 5 people. I'm so proud of that. You're going to be the 6th. Take care.